Alright, this time it's going to be in full void, which as you can tell was more efficient, as I got a much quicker kill than I did in Torva. I'm using the same thing as before, but this time I'm using a warrior ring, because I have a lot less defense than void, and the vigor will not help me at all in this situation, because I will have to eat generally after using an ultimate. I do the same exact thing in a void solo. I just get my full adrenaline. I use Berserk. Sorry about that. Berserk still. And that's my quick prayers, protect magic, and turmoil. There's really no difference between this setup and my other one. This is exactly right after my Torva solo, which should take a little bit longer, but as you can see, I get the blood phase in one go on this. As a Berserk, I also didn't mess up and accidentally go to attack Fumus, also mainly because Fumus was also really far away and I targeted her first after my Berserk. Now, what I didn't say in my last video is if you look at my abilities, that is the best way to have them. The reason why I say the best way to have them is because you can get a slice, punish, slice, decimate, slice, punish, slice, and then any other ability. You will never run out of adrenaline that way. You don't have to worry about your adrenaline at all either. Now the main thing to know with Void is you got to be careful when you eat, because you might think, wow, I have some low looking HP, but you really don't. You gotta remember Void is a lot less HP than most other armors, so don't waste your food. I don't really waste it, but I waste like 50 HP restore because I eat too soon. And also with this, same as before, once you start Shadow, Soul Split, you can also, instead of using Slaughter, get a Massacre out. There's really no point, and as you can see right there, you have me all the way back to full HP from what I was at. Now, the only issue with Void is you are going to take far more damage, but you also get a lot more damage output, which will be amazingly helpful. But you want to watch out for those shadows. If those shadows hit you, they have a good potential of, well, maybe killing you if you don't watch your HP too well. They can hit 3000s plus, which is not good for you at all. Now, as you can see in this, I still move around and everything. I make sure that I won't have a shadow underneath my feet at any moment. And I really eat up for this one, because I know the food and the damage that I take will be a problem. So I want to make sure that I severely limit any food I have to use during this phase to get over with as quick as possible. Without the Ring of Vigor, you're going to have to make sure to use another basic ability, because you just, unlike the Ring of Vigor, which will get you to half, just after using 3 abilities, you're going to have to use 4. Now, when you use this, a good thing to remember is if you're like at half adrenaline and you have a threshold ability to be able to use that before eating, unless you're like 1000 HP. Unless you see her throw a mage attack, then do it. But you want to get out all the damage you can. And if you eat, you're not going to be able to get that flurry out, you're not going to be able to get that decimate out. And in this, I really wouldn't recommend using Immortality, because I don't think Immortality will help you out that much. Now in this, as you can see, she just called a Blood Sacrifice. So instead, I start off with a Contain This, unlike last time. And same thing as before. I would really recommend getting a Contain This, as it is a far better thing than getting prisoned in ice. So remember, when that ice on the ground's gone, use Anticipation, and you'll be good. Never, ever rely on Freedom. I'm telling you that now, never rely on it. It is a longer recharge time, I'm pretty sure, and really only have it there for emergencies. I can't stress that enough, because I have died far too many times from using a Freedom, and then it fucks me over because it's on recharge while I'm in a prison and I get killed from it. So just keep that in mind. Another thing is, don't use that Resonance until you're in a prison, because you're going to take massive amounts of damage in a prison. That's the only time I'd recommend wasting a piece of food to make sure you're over HP, because those prisons can hit massive amounts of damage. And as you can see, the ice phase quick. Now, a big thing to know is never bring her over there what she's going to do contain is keep her over near the corner. Now you can go over there, hit Glacies like once or twice, but go near the corner, make sure she can't do a contain this on you when you're right there, because in Void, that contain this can most likely kill you. And I'm not even joking, it can hit 3.6k, especially if you're close to it. I think the closer you are, the more damage you take. I'm not really sure on that, but yeah, so watch out for that. Another thing with Void, your HP is really low. You can't take mage attacks that well. Remember, her mage attacks can hit massive amounts of damage. Nearly 4k. I think I've been maxed at 3300 heal. That's also, Resonance does not count the damage reduction from a Divine. So, I guess with my Divine I'll be good. Now on this, I switched to my Dragors on her Protect range. I was lucky enough to get 2 Protect ranges back to back. And, no, actually I think I just stick with my shield, because, like I say, if your prayer drops and you don't have that Divine on, and you take a 3300, and you eat, or she just gets an attack out on you, it's not going to be good. But yeah, never mind, I just switched to my Dragors. I just drink enough prayer to make sure that does not go down. You always want to pay attention to this. And it's pretty much the same as last time, but on the Wealth when you know she's about to die after using like a combo ability like Assault. I hope you like these solos. If you have any other questions, this is how best way I can think of to show someone how to solo is to show them a legitimate kill, not just say, oh, you'll need this, this, and this, and not show you how to kill. This is how you kill her and what to do. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, leave a message.